Hey, Full 30, I got a treat for you today. This is kind of a special gun to me and should be to everybody else. You might recognize this as Savage Model 110. This gun was bought by my grandfather originally back in the day. Okay, what's special about this gun? You see the serial number? 3095. It's got a matching bolt serial number on it. I don't know if you can catch it in this light here. 3095. If you look at the other side of this gun, date code on there, it's gonna be upside down for you guys. Right there, that says 11J. This is a first year of production, 1958 Savage Model 110, and it's I believe only the 3095th gun they made. And I wanted to turn this gun into like a marksman type rifle, but then I kind of started looking into it and I realized it was a bit odd, and they had eliminated some of the different stuff on here, and so I realized the gun was old or a different version or something, you know. So I looked into it and realized how old it was, and so I didn't do anything to it. I did refinish the buttstock. It's just sanded bare with linseed oil because the finish was just destroyed from years in the woods hunting and stuff. This gun has killed a lot of deer. My father hunted with this. He's killed bear with it, deer. It's chambered in 30-06. I don't remember if I said that, but it's got like budget Simmons scope on here, nothing special. Raised up on these rings. Not great optics or anything on the gun, but this gun was used, a woods beater, man, for decades. It's killed a ton of deer, like I said, and this thing shoots incredibly well at 100 yards. I've seen it hold groups in a quarter or less all day easily with you know, RCBS hand load, you know, a triple beam RCS scale hand loads, which isn't really that accurate if you're into reloading, with 185 grain Nosler partition rounds, I believe, which aren't really that special either. My dad's had some gunsmith done on this work done on this gun because originally it ejected the shell straight out the top, and he couldn't use a scope with it because the shell would come out and hit and jam up the gun. So some gunsmith in Rochester, New York, I believe, did the work on it to make it eject at I don't know, whatever, a 45-degree angle out of this side. But that's the only thing that's ever been done to it, really. And man, this thing kicks like a mule. The trigger isn't really that great on it either. But what a workhorse this gun is, man. And to have it be so early in the production and still in operation today, and shooting great. Now, it's not that good for like a prone shooting gun. It's actually designed, I think that the rake of the buttstock down and stuff is designed for iron sights, so it's really good ergonomics. If you just pull the gun up and stand and look through the scope, it's pretty nice that way for like a foot hunting gun. But to lay down with, the rake of the stock isn't quite right, but it shoots and it works. And man, it's been stored cocked and for years, and it's never had an issue, you know, with springs wearing out or anything. I mean, you see how much this has been used. The finish is pretty much worn off the bolt head here, the handle head. It's basically just bare shiny steel. The video might look blued, but it's actually, to the eye, it's just silver. The finish on these old guns is substantially better than any of the newer Savage stuff. This gun does have quite a bit of oil on it, so it doesn't rust. So it's actually shinier than it would appear if I cleaned it up and it wasn't on this video. That's some wear on the barrel, on the finish. But man, it shoots great, and I've had it in the family for a long time. You know, I did actually bed this. I free floated the barrel because the the forestock was actually rubbing on the barrel. So I took the stock off and relieved that so it never touched. You can slide a dollar bill all the way under it to the receiver. And then I epoxy bedded the lugs in here. So just for a project and to make it a little better. But and it would shoot less than 1-inch groups without any bedding. So it's a good gun, man. Savage is pretty badass. So this is my first gun video for Full 30, and I figured I'd showcase this old Savage workhorse. Later, guys.